is a hip activation exercise in multiple planes, and we're going to use a resistance band to do this. And the lower you put it down on your legs, the more challenging it would be. You could start above the knees. I have it basically just below the kneecaps for the demonstration. But you could go all the way down to the ankles, and depending on how much tension the band has in it, you could even go around the feet if you needed to. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that when we move the hip, that the rest of your body stays nice and stable, and we're going to load the opposite leg as we do this. So we're going to start in a position where we dip the knees and the hips, and we're going to shift our weight onto one leg. So in this case, we're shifting onto the left leg, and then we're going to make sure that this gap between our ribs and the pelvis stays exactly the same. So if you look from the side, I dip the knees and the hips, there's a slight forward bend in my upper body so that we can counterbalance, get the hips slightly engaged or better engaged. And then from this position here, we're going to make sure that this gap between your ribs and your pelvis doesn't close and obviously doesn't hollow out and open up too much. And we're going to move the hip as far as possible. So you may even want to put your hands so that your thumbs are just on the bottom of the rib cage and on top of the pelvis. And it just gives you a little bit of feedback as to whether you're actually moving this area or keeping it nice and stable. So this is what it looks like. So we're going to go from here, dip the knees and the hips, load the left leg. Then from here, if you want it, like I said, keep your hands here. And we're going to go, take the hip straight back behind you. So we're going to go back, touch with the toe, come back. All my weight's still on this leg. The toe touch is just a light touch. Then we're going to go 45 degrees backwards. Moving out of the hip, don't let anything change over here. Touch, out to the side, touch, 45 forward, touch, still with the weight on this leg, and then we're going straight out in front and touch. So we're going to do a cycle on both sides when we do this. To make it more challenging, when we move the leg, we would not touch with the toe. So in this case, it would be the same setup, load the leg, and we go from here, take the leg back, touch, 45 back, a little bit more challenging, out to the side, back, 45 forward, back, straight out in front, back. And we repeat this on both sides for the allocated number of repetitions.